am Oyebanji James. I'm a filmmaker, a media practitioner, actor, dancer, in all ramifications of arts. Growing up has been the usual thing, you need to go to nursery school, and from nursery school, primary school, and from there you graduate to secondary school. I have a degree in theater arts, and from there journeyed down to film school in Jos, where I did cinematography and documentary filmmaking, and since then the story has been on. Filming for the first time was like holding onto an electrifying pole, and the nervousness, the anticipation of trying to make a picture and giving it out to the populace there to listen to is something that bubbles in your mind the very first time you'll be filming. And since then, the rest has been history. My own personal movie that I've done are more than like 3 personal movies I've directed. And I'm still looking forward to do an international flick any moment from now. The one that, was most challenging to me was my very first titled Alarm. So challenging in the fact that the story has to do with campaigning against a norm in our society, because I see a filmmaker as a social reformist and not a social deformist. And funny enough, years after, I'm kind of like really surprised to even hear the National Assembly promulgating a decree or a law saying that homosexuals, anybody found in homosexual activity will be sent to 14 years or whatever years in jail, because that, my film, was actually against homosexuals and lesbians. But lo and behold, it was stopped. I would say piracy isn't an issue to a film producer. I guess the producer is actually the number one pirate to himself. I would define that by saying that before anybody will embark on film production, the end result should be the crux of that person's activity. Because you can't say you're a producer of a product and you won't think about the end product, in that particular product in market. So as you are planning to make your flick, you should be thinking of the product doing well in market. The very first thing that should come on your table is getting this job out. Over the years, since 1970, when we actually started making feature film in Nigeria, till date, I stand to be corrected, no film producer in Nigeria has ever sold more than 10 million copies. But we've been actually enjoying the cinema view and stuff like that, and we've been hearing figures and all those whatnots. But we are talking about this product being sold beyond a certain profit. A producer shouldn't just think about churning a film out. The question is, how well do you want this film to do in market? Then again, we are looking at the global market. Now, we have about 196 countries around the world. A producer in Hollywood will make one product and it circulates around the world. Piracy is not a problem, but piracy can only be controlled just like you control cockroaches and rodents in your house. So exactly is the issue of piracy. What I will not take from an actor on set is being like a bicycle about whatever he or she is being given to do, not being there when he or she is needed to be there. I will not take indiscipline from any actor while on set. The thing is, if we call for business, business should be business. It shouldn't be a thing of, oh, I'm a star, I should be treated like a star. Well, if you're a star, you should find your place in the space. I'm looking up to a situation whereby when we talk about filmmaking, a particular name will be appended to a particular genre, a type of film, just like we have in Hollywood. If you hear the name of Sam Raimi, you will think of horror film. If you hear the name of John Carpenter, what you think of is a vampire film and stuff like that. But here in Nigeria, we hardly have directors affixed to a particular genre of film. I, for one, I crave to get into a particular genre of movie. Not that I cannot handle any other genre, but to fall into a particular genre of movie that I'll be known for. The future is bright for Nollywood. The future is so bright with the emerging movies that are coming out these days. The things we are seeing, the cinema stuff that we are seeing. and the improvement on the part of some of our veteran actors, things are getting better. So the future is so bright for Nollywood, and I hope to very soon put my name in the sands of time. I am Oyebanji James, and if you're right there seated in your sitting room, please don't change the dial. Keep it locked down on Trybe TV.